Since we're talking about hitting today, let's do a little team analysis of what we're doing good and what we're struggling on. Let's start with the good.
On hitting?
Specifically.
We're making contact with the ball, it's just that we're not hitting it far enough.
What does far enough mean?
Like we're not getting enough power on the ball.
So what does that mean?
We're not hitting it far enough. We're hitting it shallow outfield, deep infield.
Okay. So you're making contact. They're not striking you out all the time?
Not all the time.
Not all the time. Would you say you're striking out a lot, medium, a little?
A little.
Everybody speak up. It's mixed, right?
Yeah.
Some people are having trouble, some people aren't.
I mean, obviously some individuals are going to strike out more, but that's just part of the game. So making contact's good, all right? What we're really going to work on today, one is I want you guys to put yourself in a mindset of how are these drills going to really help me out when I go onto the field. Because I can give you a bunch of drills to do, and you can just get through the hour here just messing around, hanging out with your buddies, right? But really think about, hey, if I'm doing this particular drill, how is this going to help me out come the next time we have a game or the next time we have practice?
Hold the bat.
All right? So put yourself in, I call it a game mentality, right? Every time you step up to a tee, we shouldn't step up to a tee just staring at that baseball. Because when you go in a game, how many of you are going to stand like this? None of you, right? Our eyes are going to be out there. We're going to envision a baseball field before every swing. Envision a pitcher every swing. First baseman, second baseman, third baseman, shortstop, everybody out there, right? That gets you in a mentality of, I'm going to practice like I want to play. So that the next time you go onto a field for a game, right, you've already practiced that mentality. That makes sense? Okay, so I just call it a game mentality, all right? A lot of what we're going to do today is going to do a lot with our lower half, okay? So our lower half, I like to think of it my belly button down, all right? That's really what's going to start your at-bat, what's going to finish your at-bat, okay? A big word in your lower half is having rhythm, right? It's having some swag. Javier Baez, I know you guys are Cubs fans. Who else is a Cubs fan?
Me. loves Cubs. Me.
This is my guy right here.
No.
I like this guy. He's got all the socks though.
Except him and him.
Okay, but you all have seen Javier Baez play, right?
Yes.
Highlights of Javi swinging and hitting a home run. He's got swag, right?
No, I'm playing.
He's got swag. Okay. He has great rhythm in his swing. Yeah, he's got a lot of movements, okay, some elite movements that we can't do just yet, but there's rhythm in his low, there's rhythm in his stride out, there's rhythm in his finish, okay? And we want to establish that right now just with our lower half, okay? So we're going to have a lot of different stations. We have 8 people here, and we're going to split up 2, 2, 2, 2, okay? We're going to have one station doing front toss, and I'm going to go over all these different T drills that we're going to work on, all right, and why we want to work on them. Okay. A lot of times you've probably been given drills like, all right, go do that, and it's you can't apply that into your game, right? So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. All right, I'll be happy to explain. You know, Coach, why are we doing a drill like this?
Pretty much.
All right, I'll be happy to explain that.
Perfect.
All right. So establishing our rhythm. I like to kind of break down my swing. I guess I'll take a couple steps back. I like to break down my swing as one is my stance. That's the very first thing. I got to feel comfortable, right? So whatever I do, I should have a routine. Like I can tell you when I was playing, I can still do my same routine. Like when I would go off the bat, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig a little hole, tap, take my sign here, and then I would tap twice again, and then here. That was my routine every single time I went up to the plate. And you could video every single time I went up to the plate, and it'd be the exact same thing. Right? That's just getting yourself into a nice frame of mind, right? Where you're clearing out your head, no matter what the situation is out there, whether it's the last inning, the last out, right? You're just ready to compete, okay? So we want to have some nice rhythm, nice relaxed. We never want to be tense when we're in our stance, right? If you're tense here, you can't react at all, right? When you're nice and loose, okay, you can have some bat movement, you can have some feet movement, right? Now you're in a good position to get ready to swing. We don't want to step in that box and already be ready, right? That's putting yourself in a pretty tough situation to be able to compete, right? It's like playing basketball. How many of you play basketball? you're shooting a free throw and you're nervous as all heck, right? What are you probably doing?
Thinking about making it in.
Thinking about making it, then what's going to happen though?
Miss.
You're probably going to miss, right? So you want to be nice and relaxed when you get into that batter's box. All right, so that's the first part is our stance. Our second part of our swing, all right? All you guys play video games, play Fortnite. There's always a loading screen, right? Okay? We got to load up our swing just like we do loading up Fortnite, right? When we're loading up that game, you're getting ready to play. We got to load up our swing to get ready to deliver this barrel at the baseball and deliver it hard, right? If you swing soft, you're not going to get relaxed here. We're not swinging yet. Okay? Nice and relaxed, whatever that position is. All right? It's all going to be unique to what you do. All right? Our second part of our swing is our load. Right? We're getting our swing ready to deliver that barrel. Right? We're getting ready. We're getting athletic. All right? First and foremost. So what I like to think about is on my back side. So for your righties, your back side is your right leg, the right half of your body. Your front side would be your left. Okay, that makes sense? Who's a lefty? You lefties, it'll be the other way. Your back side is your left side, your front side is your right side. Alright? I'm loading up into my back side hip. Okay? So first off, I want you to get into your stance. Alright? Now I'm going to show you my load. It's nothing crazy. Alright? It's a nice controlled movement. Alright? What I'm focusing on is I'm focusing on getting powered up into my back hip. Right? Again, for my righties, that's our right leg. For my lefties, that's my left leg. My left hip. Right? So I'm going to think about if there was a high stool right behind me. We're not swinging yet. Make sure you're watching here. If there's a high stool right behind me, okay, I'm a righty here. I'm thinking about pushing my right butt cheek, my backside butt cheek, into that high stool. Can you see that? So I'm here, here's the high stool, that butt is going right into that stool, right? Now when I do this movement, notice in my upper half, nothing else happens. So I'm in my stance, okay? I'm about 50% here, 50% there, nice and relaxed. When I get loaded up and I get into this back hip, did anything change? What did you notice change?
You move back, and you kind of bend your knees.
What moved back?
Your body. Your knees.
You bent back, and then the top of your body went back, and then you.
I want you to think I'm just using my lower half to load. Okay? Nothing's going on up here. This is all staying the same. So watch again. Right? Again, I'm getting into my back hip. Not my back foot, my back hip. Okay? When I get here nice and relaxed, I'm 50-50. I'm getting to about 80-20.
You guys know what he means by that? 50-50, 80-20?
My weight distribution.
So if half on one foot, half on the other foot is 50-50, 80-20 means more on the back now.
Okay? So now when I get loaded up, all right, I want you right now, get in a position. If I said jump as high as you can, how would you gather yourself? How would you gather yourself? Go ahead. Okay, so right here. Stay there. No, you're good. Right now, do you think that he is balanced?
No.
Yeah.
Why would you say no?
Because he looks so uncomfortable. He's like this.
Well, balanced. Is he falling over?
No.
No. So I call it being central. Right? He's centered in his weight, and he's in a good athletic position. Right? I want you to make sure when you load, you relax. When you load, it's not this. I can't even sound like that. Right? Because sometimes when I tell kids your age, hey, we gotta load up our swing, they just lean back. Right? And that's not very athletic. Okay? So yeah, some of you guys notice I sink down a little bit. Right? When I load up, I'm getting into this back hip, and I'm sinking ever so slightly. I'm just getting into a good athletic position to be able to jump out at this baseball and really explode when that ball gets into the strike zone. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right? So I want you to do a couple things for me. We're going to do our stance. When I say load, you're going to do a nice and controlled load. When I say stride, we're gonna take a stride without unloading. So right now, where's my weight? Can you tell?
It's still back.
It's still back. Okay, so when we move forward in our stride, we want it to be a controlled move forward. That makes sense. So it's going to be stance. I'm going to say load. Again, slow movement. All right. Then when I say stride, we're going to stay loaded up even after this foot hits the ground. Okay. Let's do that. We haven't started yet. Go ahead, get in your stance. Nice and relaxed. Good rhythm. Good swag. All right. Don't look at me. I'm not pitching you the ball. Remember, game mentality. I'm going to get in that box, or I'm going to get in this stance like there's a pitcher in front of me. Go ahead, get in your stance. Load. Let's reset it. Let's go slow in our load. Let's go slow. Again, slow and control. I want you guys to feel it. Feel like you're powering up in that backside hip, that butt. Okay? That back butt is going a little bit back and sinking down ever so slightly into a good athletic position. All right, go ahead, get your stance. Load. Stride. Where's our weight now?
Like back.
Still in the back.
We should still be, so say I like to think if I get loaded up before I take my stride, I'm 80-20, okay? 80% on this backside, 20 here, all right? When I take my stride, I get to 70-30, okay? So right now, there's not much weight right here on my front side, okay? If you're landing on your stride like so, what kind of weight distribution do you think I'm at right now?
80-20?
80-20 is pretty accurate. Do I look like I'm in a position to hit?
No.
Not at all. No chance. That guy throws a breaking ball and off-speed pitch, you're going to get eaten alive. Right? So I'm going to get 50-50. Let's get 50-50 here. Go ahead. All right? When I say load, we're going to get 80-20 on your backside. All right? Load. When I say stride, when that foot hits the ground again, you're going to stay at 70-30. Your hands are moving nowhere. Let's go reset. Think about those numbers again. Stance. Load. Stride. One. What's your name?
Luke.
Huh?
Luke.
Luke? What's your name?
Bryce.
Bryce? What was your weight distribution? What did you say?
60-40.
60-40? Let's get 70-30 then. More on your backside. Luke, you too. All right? Everybody stand.
Sorry, Luke, do you get that? You got him.
Stand. Load. Load. Nice and controlled. Stride. Yes. So I like to think, I say, there's a little thin sheet of ice here when we stride. Don't break through that ice.
And don't move your
Land
hands
hard,
yet. Don't move your
You're like
hands.
that 80-20, which we don't want to be at. Right? If I land soft, this is a great position. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we got to make sure post-stride means post after I stride, I should still be in a position to hit. Okay? That's what post-stride means. All right? After that, okay, I like to think there's pre-stride, post-stride, post-swing. Okay, a lot of what we're going to do today is we're going to hold our finish. I know I'm talking a lot. This is the last thing. I promise. Okay? So we have our stance, we got our load, we got our stride, and our finish. Alright? Right now, this might be tough for some of you. Let's not swing yet, just watch. Okay? I want you to stay athletic through your finish. Okay? Now, you guys mentioned before, power is a big thing that you guys would love. So would I. It's not going to happen sometimes. Your game might be some small ball, but that's fine. Alright? But power in your swing is going to come from your lower half. Right? If you swing and you're just all out of whack, right? One, you're probably not going to hit the baseball. Two, you have no idea where your power is coming from. Okay? So what I want you to think about is holding the ground with your legs. Just imagine like this ground right here is really squishy. It's kind of like a sponge, and you're holding the ground with your feet. Okay? Not dripping in with your toes, but you're just gripping the ground and being strong, a strong lower half here. Right? when we finish our swings, whether that's on the tee, whether that's on front toss, okay, kind of analyze, hey, how do I look when I finish? One, am I able to hold this position here, right? Or two, am I falling all over the place, right? Falling all over the place just means, hey, I got to get balanced. I got to hold the ground a little bit better, right? If you're able to hold that finish, one, your head's still, that means you're seeing the ball. Two, you're strong in your lower half. Both good things. Does that make sense? We're going to get to post stride. What was the weight distribution we talked about when their foot hits the ground?
70-30.
That's an arm. 70-30. What was your name again? Tavin. Tavin's right. Right? Our load is 80-20. Our stride, our post stride is 70-30. Okay? So we're going to get to our post stride every time. Again, game mentality. Imagine that field out there. Imagine an opposing pitcher. You can like him, you can hate him. Doesn't matter. Alright? We're going to go through our stance every swing. You're going to get 80-20. You're going to get 70-30. Okay? From here, you're not going to re-stride. Right? You've already taken your stride, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it's called post-stride, after you've taken your stride. You're going to use this bat. This is from one of my buddies, Steve Wilkerson. He played for the Orioles last year. Alright? 34-32. It's a big bat. Right? This is really going to test your lower half, your strength, your core. Okay? We're going to get a load, stance, load, stride. Alright? From here, I want you guys to feel like you can still take a good swing. Right? If you feel like you can't, one, check where your weight's at. If you're like this, I can't swing hard like that. Right? So I want you to get in a good position here, load, stride. Right? Swing in there. I'm not a lefty. That was not bad though, huh? Alright? You're going to take 5 swings with this, then your partner's going to go. We're going to be doing the same drill that we did right here, but now with the light bag. No, not one hand. Okay? 2 hands. So now we're recreating the same steps. We're in our stance. Game mentality. Envision the field out there with players. You're going to get 80-20 to 70-30. Make sure this baseball on the tee is set up with your front knee. Right? So right now, if I'm set up right here, is this good?
No.
No. We got to make sure we're making contact with the ball out in front of us. Right? Stance, load, stride. Take your time here. All right. Now from here, am I able to hold my finish?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not falling all over the place. Make sure we're pausing. Give yourself a second. Okay. Hold that finish for a second, then you can reset it. Okay. All right. 5 swings. Right. How many of you guys know who Nolan Arenado is?
Yeah.
Back up a bit.
You ever watch a slow motion video of his swing?
Back up a bit. I don't want you to get hit.
Okay, good. He's got a little weird swing. Okay? When he's at the plate, all right, he's got a lot of movement, but he actually physically goes left, right, and swing.
Really?
Right? It's a tempo thing. It's a timing thing for him. Right? Based on what the pitcher's doing, his motion, right? That's when he starts his tempo, his rhythm. Right? Again, like I said in the beginning, our lower half establishes our rhythm. Okay? Our load and our stride is going to determine if you're on time or not. Right? We want to be able to get to that 70-30 that we were just practicing over there with the light and heavy bat. But now we're going to go kind of make it a little more complicated. Right? So you're going to start away from the tee. All right? And you're going to creep in. You're going to get in your regular stance here. Right? You're going to take slow, small steps forward into a good position to swing. Right? Now, what am I doing after I finish hitting the ball?
Holding it. Stay there.
Correct. Good job. Good job. Right? Why am I doing that? Why do I want to do that?
Oh, so you have balance. You're not falling over.
Yes, I'm going to change that. I want you to feel balance. Okay? I want you to feel like you can't fall over. Right? That's a good answer. Right? But again, it's all feel. Right? Based on your own swing. Okay? So this is the Nolan Arenado thing. You're starting drill. You're starting away from it in your stance. Right? Taking steps forward. Slow. Powering up. And going and holding your position. Make sense? Alright? We're going to start we're gonna start in our normal stride, our normal stance here. Okay, normal stance. All right. Now we're gonna really feel a load here. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our feet together. Now notice when I did that, did I lose athleticism?
No.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna show you an example of losing athleticism.
Yeah.
Okay, that's losing athleticism. Did I lose athleticism?
No.
No. Alright? Really want you to feel that. A lot of you guys are gonna tend to want to do this. Right? You're not athletic that way. Okay? Stay loaded up. I'm just bringing my foot here. Right? It's gonna be a lift with a pause and then swing. Alright? The reason for the pause is we gotta be loaded up in the right spot. If you can't pause when you lift this foot up, right, then you don't have good balance. Like you're falling over like that, right? Or if you lift and you're just falling over here, that means you're gonna break that ice. Okay? So we're gonna be able to bring our feet together here. I'm not putting my heel down, I'm just doing a little toe tap. Okay? It's gonna be a lift and then go. That makes sense? What's that, Joe?
Cody Bellinger.
What is this, Joe?
Cody Bellinger.
You're gonna get in your batting stance. Face that way. Like, face
Whoop.
that way. Like, move your feet.
We'll move, yeah.
It's like
There you
you're
go.
hitting that way.
Okay. Now, instead of holding the bat, you're gonna have your hands like this. Okay? You're gonna get ready to catch one of these med balls, and we're gonna toss the ball underhand like so. Okay? Might be goofy, but guess what we're working on?
Power.
Our balance. Right? Yeah, obviously we want to hit for power, but there's a lot of other things we got to do first before you can hit for power. You got to hit the ball before you hit it for power. Okay? So again, we're keeping our arms straight and we're throwing it underhand. Okay? Two-hand underhand throw. Am I throwing the ball with one hand?
No.
Your shoulder's gonna tear. Am I pushing the ball like this? That's a different drill that we might do. We're going underhand where we have one hand giving the ball a low high five and the other hand's covering it. Okay? It's really important that we do that. We have a hand underneath it, just a hand on top like a guide hand. Alright? He's gonna get in a good athletic position. You feel athletic there? Watch out. Yeah. Where your hand's gonna start. Your partner is going to hold the ball and very respectfully throw it on the outside of his back hip. You have to catch it without falling over. Throw it underhand up against here. Make sense? Let's try it out. Let's see if you can do it. All right, again, after we finish, what are we doing, boys? We just waiting for the next rep?
No, you do
Hold the finish. Hold the finish. Hold the finish in that low half. Arms out here. Good, now faster, harder, throw it through the wall. Good. You see that? Is he falling over?
No.
Okay. So what I like from here is that we're loaded up 70-30. And we're using that 70% on that back leg to really drive this ball into the wall. All right, I want you guys launching that ball as hard as you can into the wall. Be violent with it. All right? Be violent with it. Does that make sense? Okay? So you're going to have a partner here. Are you going to chuck it as hard as you can past him?
No.
You're going to throw it at his face?
No.
Where are you throwing it?
Behind him.
To his back hip, right past his back hip. You should be throwing it to his side. He's got to resist that from taking him that way, and then he's launching it against there. Make sense? You're going to do 6, then you're going to switch, do 6. Make sense?
Yes.
All right. After that, let's see where we're at.